will play with Suyan Zhang.
And that really changes Zhang's day tomorrow, I believe. That is a totally different pairing for Zhang with Christy Kerr than it would have been for Elena Sharp.
That's the plan. We should clarify. That's the plan. The plan is pairs, but obviously the tournament staff, the LPGA, has to decide what's best to make sure everyone gets through most efficiently. The forecast is for a chance of rain tomorrow as well. All right, Kay, what do you see here?
I see this just dripping ever so slightly to the right. I see her banging this in the inside left edge.
It's all right. Will, 72. Like Becky Morgan, 68, 68, 72. And 18th green is clearing. Our final pairing sizing up their second shots. And to this, the toughest hole here at Ko-Olina. And Jerry Foltz is back there watching. Is it area first here?
It is. She laid well back with what looked like a 3-iron. Could have been the 4. It's the one club she puts in the bag when she takes the driver out is the 4-iron. Always carries a 2 and 3. I call them ironwoods, Grant, because they both have head covers on them. She hits them as far as other players' woods, but they are just a traditional iron. This is 184 the hole and a 5-iron. Plenty of club for area. It'll be a smooth one. Just right of the hole. Good shot.
Proper tier. Chance to maybe get to 12 under, and who knows? Who knows? IK Kim.
Okay, 177 yards to the hole. This is her 5 hybrid. Pretty sizable amount of turf on impact there.
Yeah, you don't expect to see a player take a divot with a hybrid.
Not that steep a one,
No.
off a downhill lie especially.
No birdies today for IK Kim. Again, today one back of Suyan Zhang, who has hit yet another fairway. She's only missed 2. She's missed 4 greens. She's taken 23 putts. She's made 7 birdies. No bogeys today or for the tournament.
Good full accelerating practice swing, so that tells me she is going to try and land this up top, not try and really get cute with it and land it short and let it run up with a dead-handed shot. 158 to the hole should be a 7-iron. Looks like plenty.
Wow. Not just hitting the green, Karen, but hitting it in the right spot.
Exactly. She's on the correct level.
Suyan Zhang has a putt for a 64 when we come back to the Lotte. at the 18th. IK Kim, third shot.
Little uphill lie. This one is doable here. Would be an odd way to make your only birdie.
Yeah. Won last year, last fall. Asia, her fourth LPGA Tour title. This was a crowded leaderboard. Remember that when it was a crowded leaderboard? Well, it didn't seem that long ago. A couple of putts from the top tier here. Birdie at the toughest hole on the course. And as we near the stroke of midnight on the East Coast, we'll watch the stroke of Arya Jatanagarn here.
I like this leave right here, Karen. A little bit uphill, and then turning to the left, a right-handed golfer of any skill level, usually their favorite type of putt.
Agree, and I think any time that this chance now that Arya has just to get one closer, potentially, is going to be one less that she has to try and catch up tomorrow.
Wow, that really dove.
Well, relatively speaking, this is going to be a pedestrian round of 70. Never quite seemed into it, crisp today.
No, and those two par fives on the back nine, 13 and 14, she didn't take advantage of her length on either.
Now the birdie putt for Sooyeon Jang.
This one will have a little bit of speed to it, not too much. Also turning left.
See the 65s there. Inji Chun, Lydia Ko. 465 today. The 62 from Christy Kerr matches the tournament record set by Lizette Salas 4 years ago. This for a round of 64.
Didn't really learn anything from Arya's putt there.
No, she wasn't going to get too bold with that one, though we saw it earlier, and I don't think either time when she rammed them in it was on purpose, but that was good. Not a bad effort, but a little bit of dejection as she dragged her putter across the green as she was walking to the hole, and that is the only sign of emotion I have seen out of Sooyeon.
54 bogey-free holes for a sponsor's invite. Sooyeon Jang. She will take a 3-shot lead into the final round tomorrow, and IK Kim trying to finish up with a par. Good up and down for In Kyung Kim. A frustrating day after a 64. We've got a lot of players who are going to have to try to follow up a great round tomorrow.
And that's always the hardest thing to do, because the conditions the following day are never quite the same. Get different yardages into the greens, and it could be one of those days that Christy Kerr had the perfect yardage into the holes, and as she said, everything she looked at, she had a feeling she was going to make.
Could be a huge day tomorrow for Sooyeon Jang. Let's send it down to Tom Abbott.
Well, it certainly could be, Grant. Back in 2014, Angela Stanford had a 4-shot lead heading into the final round of the Lotte Championship, but could not hang on to get the win. The victory, of course, went to Michelle Wie. 12 months ago, Katie Burnett was leading by 1 over Sooyeon Jang, who was an unknown, a sponsor's invite, having won a Lotte-sponsored event on the KLPGA Tour. Minji Lee came through the field with a 64 to win 12 months ago. Now Sooyeon Jang leads heading into the final day tomorrow, a 3-shot lead, but right behind her, Christy Kerr, who has that 62 today, the putter working so well. 29 shots on the back nine for Kerr, and she wants to win again. Also in the mix, So Yeon Yu coming off a win at the ANA Inspiration. She's 7 back, but she knows she has the game to potentially win here on Saturday. She's playing some of the best golf of her life. We heard from her just a little while ago talking about that. And of course, the race for the #1 spot is up for grabs. Lydia Ko could lose it to So Yeon Yu tomorrow if So Yeon Yu were to win and Lydia Ko finishes outside of the top 4. The unknown quantity is whether Su Young Jang's game can hold up to the pressure of the final round of the Lotte Championship with everything that is on the line for a sponsor's invite. A reminder, our coverage comes your way 7 o'clock Eastern, same time for the final day. Saturday night primetime golf, the final round of the Lotte Championship. From Grant Brune, Karen Stopples, Mark Rolfing, Jerry Foltz, Kay Cochran, and myself, Tom Abbott, it is goodbye from Koalina. We will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for what could be an exciting final day in Hawaii. From all of us here, bye for now.